Hello everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, I am coming to you all today with a how to create a pair of tag scrap pack African print fabric earrings. My name is Joyce McTeer, and I am the owner and operator of Lajoytra Creation Designs. We're going to go ahead and get right into this video. Okay, y'all, here are the items that you will need to do this here tutorial. You're going to need some Mod Podge. You're going to need some Aleene's tacky glue. If not, any glue that you have will be okay. You're going to need some wire cutters, some you may not need flat nose pliers, okay? You may not. I don't think I might need them. I don't know. You're going to also need some round nose pliers. You're going to need some tags. Of course, y'all know I did a video of these tags. You're going to need 2 tags. Okay, I'm going to be using these round ones. You're also going to need some scissors. You're going to need paintbrush. You're going to need a ruler. You're going to need some 12 gauge aluminum wire, 2 pieces, only 1 piece per earring, and they have to be 12 inches long. You're also going to need some flat wood beads. These are some flat wood beads. These are made of wood and they have a nice size hole on them. So you're going to need 2 per earring. You're going to need a nice size large wood bead, and this is the bead that I have chosen. If you hear some noise going on I'm down in my basement. That's my grandson upstairs. Okay, so you're going to need these beads. Are pretty big. These are about 18 millimeter, maybe 20 millimeter. They're really big. Okay, you're going to need 2 of these. This is the scrap pack that I'm going to be using, which is the zebra print. So I'm going to be using this here scrap pack. And last but not least, this is going to be my choice of African print fabric that I will be using. So we're going to go right ahead and get into this here video. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so the very first thing that I did with my tag is I took a Sharpie and I just went all the way around on my tag with my Sharpie, coloring it in. The thing about when you use permanent ink, that means that it will not it won't fade or anything like that. Is permanent. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, and I don't know if I mentioned a paintbrush, I'm going to take, and I have already cut out my pieces for my tag. So I traced them and I cut them out because you're going to need a piece for the front and a piece for the back. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some glue and I'm going to just lay this down. Let me get under here so y'all can actually see what I'm doing. I just put some glue on some paper and I'm just going to take and paint the glue on my tag just like this. Okay, once I paint my glue on my tag, then I'm going to take my piece and I'm going to put it on my tag. Now it doesn't really matter how you position it, but I'm positioning it because I want my lines to go this way. So I'm going to place this over top of my hole just like this. And I am going to do the other side. So this is one side. Now I'm going to flip it and I'm going to take and do this piece the same exact way. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so once you get it on both sides, this is pretty much what you are going to have. I chose to do the zebra print because when I think about zebras, I think about Africa. I think about how beautiful zebras really are. They are a beautiful animal. And so this right here is what you're going to have. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my paintbrush and I'm going to give it a coat of Mod Podge. Now I'm going to paint the front and the back. And once I do the front and the back of the earring, I will come back so we can go to the next step, because this earring requires a few steps. Okay. Love, 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 love Mod Podge, y'all. For those of you who don't use it, I love it. I like using it as a sealant for when I do crafts like this, because it's permanent. Your piece won't come off. And you can do and use as many coats as you choose to do. Okay, so as you can see, I got my Mod Podge on there. And the thing about the Mod Podge, when you first put it on, it's going to look a little ugly because it's white. But once it dries clear, so you don't have to worry about it. Doesn't have streaks or any. It won't leave your project looking streaky. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry, and I'm going to come back with the next step. Okay, everyone. So once your piece have dried, this is what it's going to look like. I hope you all can see my clear. It's a glossy. And see, this is what I mean when I say when you use Mod Podge. Mod Podge does not shriek. And so your piece is going to look nice and fabulous. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my African print fabric. And my African print fabric, I cut it. It's about 15 to 16 inches long. And what I did was I cut it about an inch. Let me just measure this to make sure that I'm correct. It's 1.5 inches. It's been cut 1.5 inches wide. But like I said, it's about 15 inches long. And all I do, once I cut it, I fold it over and I iron it down in the middle together. Just like that. That's all I do. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my two pieces together. And I'm going to, now you have to figure out what side you want to be your front side. So I'm going to go with this side right here. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my piece of wood with my scrap pack design on it in the middle. Okay, and just like this, bring these two pieces together. Okay, and I'm going to tie it. So I'm going to tie it just like this. Just tie it. Okay, and pull it. Now I want to make sure that it's still in the center of my bead. So you want to pull it. Wait a minute. You want to pull it just like this, nice and tight. Okay, this is pretty much what you are going to have. Okay, I'll flip this just like this, and this is what you are going to have. This is pretty much what it's going to look like. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this bottom piece right here, and I'm going to bring that bottom piece to the back just like that. but I need to flip it just like that, okay? So this is pretty much what your piece is going to be looking like, okay? And this is what it's going to look like in the front, just like this. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a couple of knots. I'm going to tie one knot and pull it down. Okay. All right. Tie it. Okay. So basically right now this is what your piece is looking like. So you bring it up and you tie it, and then you tie it one more time. So you want to tie it twice. Okay, so we're going to tie it twice. So I tied it once and I'm going to tie it again, just like this. Okay, so that's basically what your earring is looking like. Okay, I'm going to turn it. It's going to be faced just like this. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wire, which is my 12 gauge aluminum wire, and I'm going to take my round nose pliers and I'm going to make a loop up at the top, just like this. Okay, and then I'm going to bring my loop right about here, and I'm going to start wrapping my wire around my fabric, just like this. Okay, so I'm just gonna slowly go up my fabric, just like this. Okay, now with this part you can go up as far or as down. So I'm gonna stop right about here and I'm gonna cut off this little extra piece right there. Okay, so I'm gonna take my scissors, go up to the top, snip this off right there, and then I'm just gonna continue to wrap around my piece, just like this. Okay, and this is pretty much what you're going to have. And then all I'm going to do next is I'm going to take and measure my finger, and I'm going to snip off that extra, just like that. Now, you don't necessarily have to, it's completely up to you whether or not if you want to add on the extra beads. That's completely up to you. You can stop at this point right here. Make that loop, and then you just tuck it down inside like that. Okay. Now, if you wanted to stop here, you could stop here just like this. Okay, that's completely up to you. But the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add on my bead. Okay, I'm going to add that bead on because that's going to give it something a little different. So I have some wire left over, and I have about, because the wire that's left over, you can use it. The wire I have left over is 4.5 inches long. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a loop down the bottom, and I'm going to take the loop and then bring that through just like that, and I'm going to close it just like that. Okay. Alright, that's basically what I'm going to do. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. And then I'm just going to take one of these little wood beads, put it on, and then add my bead, and then add my other little wood bead on. Bring that down just like that. See? And then, last but not least, I am going to pinch it over this way, and I'm going to cut it about 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to take this piece and make a loop just like this for my earring. Okay. All right. And then all you do is, and I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but you add on your fish hook. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so here you have yourself a pair of handmade zebra print African fabric tag earrings. Okay, these are different, these are unique, and I want to thank those of you who have decided to click onto this video. I appreciate it. For those of you who have watched it entirely, I appreciate it as well. But if you are new and this is your first time to this here platform, please subscribe by hitting the all bell button that is on the side. I want to thank y'all for watching. Until the next video, peace and blessings. Happy crafting. See ya.